outermost shell do not react or are least reactive, we therefore conclude that the atoms having 8 electrons or 2 electrons helium configuration in their outermost shells are very stable and unreactive. Therefore, to attain stability, atoms tend to combine chemically by redistribution of electrons in the outermost shell of valence electrons so that each is left with a stable electronic configuration, duplet or octet.
Okay. So now again, what are we saying is that basically all the elements want to become stable. Okay, जितने भी elements हैं. Now most of the elements you will see in the form of atom. जैसे हम लोग ये बोलते हैं sodium. Okay, this is an atom of sodium. On the other hand, if you see chlorine, this is an atom of chlorine. Now this atom wants to become stable. Okay, and this chlorine also wants to become stable. Okay, in order to become stable, for chlorine and sodium, for sodium and chlorine, they both need to have 8 electrons in their outermost orbit, right? Or khali hydrogen and helium, hydrogen and helium, we need to have 2 electrons. Okay, so what are we saying is that every atom, in order to become stable, it needs to have 2 electrons in its outermost orbit for hydrogen and helium. Okay, so they need 2 electrons in their outermost orbit, and for every other element they need 8 electrons in their outermost orbit. Now if they do not have 8 electrons in the outermost orbit, that means that is a reactive atom. Now sodium electronic configuration is 281. Chlorine electronic configuration is 287. Now sodium does not have 8 electrons in the outermost orbit, and chlorine also does not have 8 electrons in the outermost orbit. So they are known as reactive metals or non-metals. We'll just write reactive atoms. Okay. On the other hand, Khyati, what is the electronic configuration of argon?
288.
Okay.
Yes.
So now what are we saying is argon already has 8 electrons in the outermost orbit. So we say it is a inert gas, or we also call it as noble gases. That means their outermost orbit is full and they will not react. Okay, they are not reactive. Okay, so again, sodium and chlorine, they do not have 8 electrons in the outermost orbit, so they are reactive elements, or we can say reactive atoms. ये लोग कुछ भी करके what they will try to do is they will try to get 8 electrons in their outermost orbit. If they have 8 electrons in the outermost orbit, that means they have a stable electronic configuration. Okay, and when they have a stable electronic configuration, that means they become stable. They are not reactive. Okay, so let's see, we'll see the examples later on, so pata chali jayega.
Cause of chemical combination is the tendency of elements to acquire the nearest noble gas configuration in their outermost orbit and become stable. During redistribution,
one second, to get the nearest noble gas. Now, if you think about sodium, okay, हम लोग ने बोला already कि sodium electronic configuration is 2, 8, and 1. Now, what is the closest? Now, see, this is atomic number 11. What is atomic number 10? Ayush, atomic number 10 किसका है?
सर मैं बोलूं?
Ayush, 1 second मतलब.
Sir, atomic number 10 neon का.
Talk loudly.
Neon.
Neon. Okay. Now, when we are talking about neon, neon already has electronic configuration 2 and 8. Okay. Now, see over here, what are we saying is chemical combination is to get the nearest noble gas. अभी neon के नीचे जो आता है, that is argon. ये हम लोग ने जो लिखा हुआ है. And the electronic configuration of argon is 2, 8, and 8. So what sodium will do is it will try to become neon or it will try to become argon. That is what we need to figure out. It needs to get an electronic configuration where they have 8 electrons in the outermost orbit. Sodium के पास 3 orbits है. Neon you only need 2 orbits, and argon you need 3 orbits. So sodium will always try to become like neon. Remember, sodium atomic number is 11, and the closest noble gas is atomic number 12. 12, yeah. Okay. So 10, sorry. it will always try to lose one electron and it will try to become like argon. It will never try to become like, it will never try to become like argon. It will always try to become like neon. So sodium will always lose this one electron and it will become 2 and 8, which is exactly same as neon, 2 and 8. Okay, it will never happen that sodium will gain 7 electrons and try to become like argon, which is 2, 8, 8. Because remember, argon is very far from sodium. Atomic number 10 is neon, atomic number 11 is sodium. So sodium will always try to become like neon, it will never try to become like argon. Okay, let's see further.
During redistribution of electrons, a bond of attraction develops between atoms, which binds them together to form molecules. This bond is known as chemical bond.
Okay, whenever there is a reaction between two elements, जैसे ये sodium and chlorine है, okay, whenever they react, what happens is that sodium will react with chlorine and it becomes NaCl. Now there is a chemical force of attraction between them. Sodium और chlorine के बीच में यहाँ पे there is a force of attraction, and that force of attraction is called a chemical bond. Okay, and by this force of attraction, sodium and chlorine will always stay together. Okay, so by definition, what are we saying is a chemical bond may be defined as the force of attraction between any two atoms in a molecule to maintain stability. Again, see, ये एक molecule हो गया ना, NaCl is a molecule. This is an atom of sodium, this is an atom of chlorine. When they combine together, it becomes a molecule of sodium chloride. So ये sodium chloride कैसे बनेगा? There is a force of attraction between sodium and chlorine, and that force of attraction is called chemical bond.
There are three methods in which atoms can achieve a stable configuration. The transfer of one or more electrons from one atom to the other to form an electrovalent or ionic bond. Sharing of 1, 2 or 3 pairs of electrons between two atoms to form a covalent or a molecular bond. When the shared electron pairs are contributed by only one of the combining atoms, the bond form is known as coordinate or dative bond.
Okay, now we are going to study all three of them, so don't worry. We will not even we won't even spend any time on this. Let's start with the first one, ionic bond or electrovalent bond. हम तो करने ही वाले. Okay, so one by one सब कुछ आ ही जाएगा उसमें नीचे. Okay, so let's start with electrovalent bond.
Atoms of metallic elements that have 1, 2 or 3 valence electrons can lose electron to atoms of non-metallic elements which have 7, 6 or 5 electrons respectively in their outermost shell, and thereby forming an electrovalent compound. After the transfer of electrons, both the combining atoms acquire the electronic configuration of the nearest inert gas. A metallic atom which loses electron become a positively charged ion and is known as cation, and a non-metallic atom which gains electrons becomes a negatively charged ion and is known as anion. An ion is a charged.
Wait, 1 second, Tanu. Anybody has a doubt over here? See, no, वही simple चीज ही बोल रहे हैं हम लोग. Metals will normally have, जैसे sodium है, metals normally have 1, 2 or 3 electrons in their outermost orbit, and non-metals will have 5, 6 and 7 electrons in the outermost orbit. So whenever there is a reaction between a metal and non-metal, okay, it will always be a transfer of electron and they form an ionic bond, or we call it as an electrovalent bond. Now ये तो हम लोग ने बहुत बार किया है. Sodium will give 1 electron to chlorine. Remember, sodium has 1 electron in its outermost orbit and chlorine has 7 electrons in its outermost orbit. So sodium will give 1 electron to chlorine. So बाद में क्या हो जाएगा? Sodium हो जाएगा 2 and 8 and chlorine हो जाएगा 2, 8, 8. So both the atoms gain a stable electronic configuration and they stick together, and that is known as a chemical bond.
An ion is a charged particle which is formed due to the gain or the loss of one or more electrons by an atom. A metallic element whose one atom readily loses electron to form a positively charged ion is an electropositive element. A non-metallic element whose atom readily accepts electron to form a negatively charged ion is an electronegative element. The cation.
One second. Okay, now ये हम लोग ने ये भी पहले किया हुआ है. We'll just revise it a little bit. Okay, now what are we saying is metals normally have 1, 2 or 3 electrons in their outermost orbit. Okay, So what will happen is that metals will normally lose electrons. Okay, so we'll just take the example of our sodium. Okay, जो हम लोग ने नीचे किया पहले किया हुआ था. Remember, sodium will lose one electron. That means minus one electron, and it will become Na plus. Okay, ये positively charged ion बन गया. Now make sure we understand this is an atom and this is an ion. Okay, now atom of sodium is not stable because the electronic configuration is 2, 8 and 1. It does not have 8 electrons in the outermost orbit. On the other hand, sodium ion will become 2 and 8. So sodium ion has 8 electrons in the outermost orbit. So sodium ion is a stable ion. Okay. Now what are we saying is metals will either lose 1 electron, they can lose 2 electrons, or they will lose 3 electrons to get a stable electronic configuration. Now whenever metals lose electron, they become cations. On the other hand, chlorine, जैसे हम लोग ने बोला था, chlorine will gain 1 electron and it will become Cl minus. So we call those as anions. Everyone clear? What is a cation? Metals will always, lose 1 electron, become positively charged, and we call it as cations. Non-metals will always gain 1 electron, become negatively charged, and we call them as anions. Now, whenever a metal, loses electron, it becomes positively charged, so we call it as electropositive. And whenever non-metals gain electron, we call it as electronegative. Okay, so metals are electropositive and non-metals are electronegative. Anybody has any doubts? Okay, ये पहले किया हुआ ही है, but we are just revising everything again. Okay, चलो, let's see further.
The cation and the anion, being oppositely charged, attract each other and form a chemical bond. Since this chemical bond formation is due to the electrostatic force of attraction between a cation and an anion, is called an electrovalent or an ionic bond. Electrovalent or ionic compounds. The chemical compounds formed as a result of the transfer of electrons from one atom of an element to one atom of another element are called ionic compounds.
Okay, now जैसे whenever, like I told you already, whenever there is a reaction between a metal and a non-metal, जो यहाँ पे हम लोग ने देखा, right? Sodium reacting with chlorine, and at the end we get Na plus and Cl minus. Now this is electropositive and this is electronegative. Now remember, positive charge and negative charge will always attract each other. Okay, so there is a force of attraction between them, which we call it as a chemical bond. Now this bond is formed because of transfer of electrons. Sodium में से chlorine में गया. So whenever there is a transfer of electron, we call those kind of bonds as electrovalent bond, or we also call it as ionic bonds. Now again, we call it as ionic bonds because यहाँ पे see, if you see, there are two ions over here. One is a positive ion and one is a negative ion. यहाँ पे atoms थे, no charge. Okay, but after the reaction they have a charge. They are becoming ions, so we call them as ionic bond also. Everyone clear? Okay, so let's see, where are you reading actually?
Electrovalency, sir.
Where is electrovalency now?
Sir,
22
नीचे वाला
page
box.
number.
Okay, the
हाँ.
last part. Okay, हाँ.
The number of electrons that an atom of an element loses or gains to form an electrovalent bond is called a electrovalency.
Okay, ये तो सबसे clear है. Now see, we have already said sodium will lose 1 electron. Right, sodium will lose 1 electron and it will become Na plus. तो इसकी electrovalency हो गई 1. Okay, calcium will lose 2 electrons and become Ca2 plus. तो इसकी electrovalency हो गई 2. Aluminium can lose 3 electrons and become Al3 plus. Okay, so this is known as the electrovalency. 1, 2 and 3, they are losing 1 electron, 2 electron or 3 electrons. At the same time, non-metals में they will gain electrons. For example, chlorine will gain 1 electron and become Cl minus. तो इसका 1 minus है, तो इसकी electrovalency हो जाएगी 1. Okay. Oxygen on the other hand, oxygen can gain 2 electrons and it can become 2 minus. And nitrogen can gain 3 electrons and it can become N3 plus. So these are known as the electrovalency, the number of electrons which can be lost.
3 minus.
Sir, 3 minus.
Sorry, 3 minus. Or the number of electrons that can be gained. Everyone clear? Okay, so this is known as the electrovalency. Okay, now let's see what are the conditions. ये हम लोग ने नहीं किया था. This is something new now. Okay.
Conditions for the formation of an electrovalent or ionic bond. When an ionic compound is formed, the neutral atom is changed to a cation or an anion. The formation of cations and anions depends on the following factors. Low ionization potential. If the ionization potential of a particular atom is low, it will lose electrons easily. That is, a cation is formed easily.
Okay, now again, 1 second, I'll explain you the first point over here. Now what are we saying is, what are the conditions necessary for electrovalent bond? Okay, हम लोग ने किया हुआ है, what is ionization potential? The amount of energy required to remove 1 electron from the outermost orbit. That we call it as ionization energy. So अगर sodium atom है, it will have protons and neutrons in the nucleus, 2 electrons in the first orbit, 8 electrons in the second orbit, and 1 electron in the third orbit. Now the force of attraction for this last, electron, valence electron over here is very less. Okay, so it is very easy to remove this 1 electron. यहाँ से ये electron निकालना ज़्यादा easy है. So what are we saying is sodium will have very low ionization potential. ये electron ज़्यादा जल्दी निकल जाएगा. On the other hand, if you see chlorine, ionization potential is high. You cannot remove 1 electron from chlorine. It will be very difficult because the atomic radius will be smaller and the nuclear charge will also be more. Everyone, does it make sense? ये periodic table आ गया फिर से इसमें, okay? So I'm clear. Naman, turn on your video. Okay, so what are we saying is metals have low ionization potential, so they will always lose electrons, and non-metals have high, so they will always gain. Okay, but we'll see that in the next part, which is electron affinity. Okay.
High electron affinity. If the electron affinity value is high, anion will be formed easily. That is, a higher electron affinity value favors ionic bonding.
Okay, again, if the electron affinity is more, it will also form an ionic bond. It will attract the electron. Okay, it will attract the electron. So again, if the low ionization potential is low, ionic bond. If high electron affinity, again, ionic bond. And the last one is large electronegativity. Does anyone remember what is electronegativity? Naman, what is electronegativity?
Sir, the tendency of an atom to attract the shared pair of electrons toward itself.
Okay, समझ लो ये कोई भी atom है and these two atoms are sharing one pair of electrons. Okay, तो ये जो भी atom है, we don't care about it. They are both sharing one pair of electrons. Now there is a nucleus over here and there is a nucleus over here. What we are saying is, अगर इसका electronegativity ज़्यादा है, that means this shared pair of electron will move slightly towards the nucleus. ये एकदम center में नहीं रहेगा. Okay, it will move towards this atom. If electronegativity is very high, बहुत ज़्यादा होगा, तो instead of sharing, उसको थोड़ा अपनी तरफ खींचने की जगह पे क्या करेगा, ये पूरा इलेक्ट्रॉन को अपने ऑर्बिट में ही ले लेगा. Okay, this green one, it will pull the electron in its own orbit. Electronegativity is so high कि थोड़ा move नहीं होगा center की तरफ, but it will move the electron from this atom, इसमें से निकाल के अपने में ले लेगा वो, and that is known as again an ionic bond. Everyone clear? See, ionization, electronegativity है तो ये shared pair of electron थोड़ा इस तरफ जाएगा. If electronegativity is very high, so what will happen is यहाँ से उसका electron निकाल कर खुद के orbit में ले लेंगे. Okay, so in that case there will be a transfer of electron. If electronegativity is high, there will be a transfer of electron, and when there is a transfer of electron, it will form a ionic bond. Everyone clear with this? First of all, large electronegativity difference. Okay, difference. I forgot to tell you. see, if you all, let me see if I have that periodic table. I don't have the periodic table over here, but you all have a textbook, right? So, Swayam, you have a textbook? Okay, can you see what is the electronegativity of sodium? Last chapter, the periodic table, and electronegativity of chlorine. Remember, there was a box.
Sir, chlorine is 3 sir.
Chlorine is
Sir.
3. And sodium?
Sir,
ક્લોરીન ને 2.3 છે અને સોડિયમ ની 0.9
0.9. Now, what about hydrogen?
2.1
2.1.
2.1. Now, let's see. What are we saying is this is the electronegativity of sodium and this is the electronegativity of chlorine. Okay. Now, if the difference, okay, if the difference is very high, so what is this? Agar ye dono react kar rahe hai, sodium plus chlorine. So what is the difference in electronegativity? 3 minus 0.9, which will be basically 2.1. अगर हाइड्रोजन रिएक्ट कर रहा है क्लोरीन के साथ, okay, if hydrogen is reacting with chlorine, what will happen? This is 2.1 and this is 3 electronegativity. The difference will be 3 minus 2.1.
0.9.
So
0.9.
So if you think about it, यहाँ पे difference in electronegativity is very high. So this will be a ionic bond. And here the difference in electronegativity is very low. So this will be a covalent bond. Okay, so ये हो जाएगा अपना ionic bond and ये हो जाएगा covalent. Everyone clear with this? What is the difference in electronegativity? You don't have to remember the numbers, okay? This is just for us to understand what is the difference in electronegativity. तो जो भी elements react कर रहे हैं, okay, उनका हम लोग difference देखेंगे. If the difference is very high, or if the difference is very low. So depending on that,
Sir,
we will have an ionic bond or we will have a covalent bond. Yes, who was talking?
सर आपकी आवाज कट के आ रही है.
मैं मेरा इंटरनेट का थोड़ा लोचा है. That is the reason I have turned off my video.
ના સર બરાબર આવે
So if it is fine for everyone else, then Naman, you might have a problem. But I will try to talk slowly now. Vatsal, I cannot see you. Okay, anybody has a doubt over here? If the difference in electronegativity is large, we have an ionic bond. If the difference in electronegativity is small, we have a covalent bond. Okay, so let's go to the next part. Okay, ये तो explain कर दिया है मैंने. So let's go from here. Can we just start from here? The metals of group 1.
The metals of group 1, 2 and 13 have a tendency to lose their valence electrons. So they combine with the non-metals of group 15, 16 and 17 which have a tendency to gain electrons and form ionic bonds.
Okay, so basically group 1, 2 and 3 में metals है. Group 13, 14, sorry, 1, 2 and 13, sorry. 1, 2 में होगा, 1, 2 and 13 में होगा metals. And 15, 16 and 17 में होगा non-metals. So whenever metals react with non-metals, it will always be an ionic bond. There will always be a transfer of electrons. Okay, everyone clear? Okay, so now let's go to the next part.
Group 1 elements are most electropositive, that is, they are metallic in nature. Their metallic nature increases down the group. Group 17 elements are most electronegative. Fluorine is the most electronegative element. Thus, calcium fluoride CSF is the most ionic compound.
Okay, now remember from our periodic table, what we had said is that when you are moving down the group, okay, if you are moving down the group, atomic size will increase. पहले एक orbit होगा, फिर 2 orbit होगा, फिर 3 orbit होगा, right? So if the atomic radius keeps on increasing, the tendency to lose the outermost electron, ये electron यहाँ पे और ये electron यहाँ पे, we can lose this electron very easily because the force of attraction will be very less. So this is more electropositive and this is less. ये भी है electropositive ही है, but इन दोनों को compare करेंगे तो this is more electropositive. So in group 1, if you look at the last element, okay, the last element is, anyone knows?
cesium
Cesium.
Okay. So that will be the most electropositive element. अगर नॉन मेटल्स में देखेंगे, रिमेंबर उल्टा होता है, फ्लोरीन which is at the top, that will be the most electronegative element. It can gain electron very easily and become negatively charged. So what are we saying is, cesium fluoride will be, cesium fluoride will be the most ionic compound, जिसमें cesium is the most electropositive and fluorine will be the most electronegative. So this is the most electro, or we can say ionic compound. Everyone clear? Okay, let's see.
Yes, sir.
Bonds formed between metals and non-metals are ionic or electrovalent.
Okay, metals and non-metals जब भी react होगा, it is always electrovalent or ionic bond. There will always be a transfer of electron, because remember, metals will lose electrons and non-metals will gain electrons.
Why are ionic compounds stable? Ionic compounds are formed by ions, but there also exists a repulsive force between ions for like charges. Since the electrostatic force of attraction between opposite charges is much higher, it makes the ionic compound stable.
Okay, now what are we saying is, how is the ionic compound stable? Now see, ionic compounds are formed by ions, but there also exists a repulsive force between ions for like charges. That means, अभी हम लोग देख रहे थे sodium chloride. Let's say for example, Na plus and Cl minus. तो ये हो गया positive ion and ये हो गया negative ion. Now when you think about it, इसमें positive charge है. क्लोरीन में न्यूक्लियस में प्रोटॉन्स भी होंगे, so there will be repulsion between these two. Similarly, sodium will also have electrons in the first orbit and second orbit. Remember, इसका electronic configuration हो जाएगा 2 and 8. So there are 8 electrons. So these are also negatively charged and Cl is also negatively charged. So there can be a repulsion between them, right? Negative and negative will always repel. But what are we saying is that जो भी nuclear charge हो रहा है, ionic charge हो रहा है, Na plus and Cl minus, this force of attraction, electrostatic force of attraction will be much greater. So this molecule will remain stable. वरना तो इसमें रिपल्शन होना चाहिए ना, और यहाँ पे इसका भी रिपल्शन होना चाहिए, पर ऐसा होता नहीं है, because this electrostatic force is much larger, so the molecule will remain stable. Vanshika, clear? Okay, anyone has any doubts? ये थोड़ा अलग है जो हम लोग ने पहले किया है उससे. Okay, so let's see further now.
So examples.
Okay, I'll just explain it to you, right? There is no point reading all this. Chlorine में क्या होता है, sodium में क्या होता है, and how to draw it and all that. Okay, so I think we all have done this so many times, but we just go through it one more time. Let's say there is a reaction, chemical reaction between sodium and chlorine. Okay, I'm going to start with the basic over here. It will become NaCl. Now remember, atomic number of sodium is 11 and mass number is 23. Chlorine atomic number is 17 and we'll take the mass number as 35. Okay, actually speaking it is 35.5, but हमारे calculation के लिए we'll take it as 35. So again, sodium has 11 protons, it has 11 electrons and 12 neutrons. Similarly, chlorine will have 17 protons, it will have 17 electrons and it will have 18 neutrons. Electronic configuration of sodium will be 2, 8, 1 and electronic configuration of chlorine will be 2, 8, 7. Now electrical charge, if you see, plus 11 and minus 11, so electrical charge will be 0. Over here plus 17 and minus 17, so electrical charge will be 0. Anyone has any doubts over here? ये कैसे आया? I think we have done this so many times from structure of atom since 8th standard. Okay, वही same चीज कर रहे हैं हम लोग. Khyati, is it clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just nod your head also. I can see you when I'm asking your name. Okay. Rishabh, Everything clear? ये कैसा आया? 0
Yes,
0
sir.
charge, right? So again, what we are saying is these are two atoms of sodium. I mean, one atom of sodium and one atom of chlorine. When they react, what happens is sodium will give one atom to chlorine. So basically, what is happening is sodium will lose one electron and it will become Na plus. Now, how does it become Na plus? यहाँ पे से जो one electron है, यहाँ से one electron दे देगा वो chlorine को. So chlorine के पास हो जाएगा 288 and sodium का हो जाएगा 2 and 8. So now sodium has 10 electrons and chlorine has 18 electrons after the reaction. Okay. So now the total charge will not remain 0. This will become, see, this is plus 11 and minus 10. So the total charge will become plus 1. Similarly, for chlorine, it will become minus 1. Okay. So Cl will become, sorry, what will happen to chlorine? Chlorine will gain 1 electron and it will become Cl minus. Okay. This is the electronic transfer. Okay, whatever happens, electron from sodium will go into chlorine. Now let's just go to, ये तो हो गया अपना, ये मैंने बता दिया है, positively charged हो जाएगा, which we call it as sodium ion, which becomes Na plus. Okay, let's see if there is anything else over here. Now, what is the difference? Comparison of properties of sodium atom and sodium ion. Now remember, sodium atom मतलब neutral. Okay. So again, ये सब दिया हुआ है, just read through it. There's nothing to explain over here. Okay. The only thing, last thing is that, you know, existence, combined state and independent state. Atoms, sodium atom is never stable. Electronic configuration is 2, 8 and 1. So it cannot exist by itself. But Na plus and Cl minus, you know, Na plus is, you know, octet state मिल जाएगा उसको 2 and 8. So it can exist by itself. Cl will be 288, Cl minus, sorry. So this can also exist by itself. That is the only thing which is important over here. Okay, बाकी तो सब valence and all that here. Okay, now this is what happens to chlorine. वो भी मैंने बता दिया, atomic number and all that. So this part is almost done over here, and the difference between the chlorine atom and chlorine ion is also given. What is the color? Again, chlorine atom is yellowish, chlorine ion are basically colorless. Toxicity, chlorine atom is non-poisonous, but chlorine ions are poisonous. Okay, if you inhale chlorine for a long time, it is actually fatal. Okay, so we call it as poisonous. Again, same properties दिया हुआ है यहाँ पे, just read through it. Okay, there is nothing to read about it. And this is the transfer of electron, how the electrons are transferred. I don't know. Does anybody need me to explain this? Ayush, Vansh, ये पता है कि should I go through it again one more time?
पता है transfer.
Anyone, I can go through it. It is not a problem. We have done this so many. Shamyak, is it clear? सब लोग yes बोलते हैं बस. Vatsal, I'm sure you are fine, right? Okay. So just go through it. Okay, ये तो same ही है जो हम लोग 8th standard से structure of atom में किया था, तब से यही कर रहे हैं. Same example we are using all the time. Okay, but now comes the short form. Okay, how to draw it? Electron dot symbol. Okay, which we call it as a Lewis symbol. Now see, हम लोग ने, if you see, you know, पहले हम लोग ने कैसे draw किया था ये सब. Okay, ये तो मैंने यहाँ पे draw नहीं किया है, but if I have to draw sodium atom, I will be drawing the nucleus of sodium. उसमें होगा protons, neutrons. First orbit will have 2 electrons. Second orbit will have 8 electrons. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And the last orbit will have 1 electron. Okay. Similarly, if you talk about chlorine, you know, chlorine का भी you have to draw all these things, right? But now this becomes very tiring. ये हम लोग ने जो first orbit draw किया है, second orbit draw किया है, उसका तो कोई meaning ही नहीं है. The only thing we are worried about is this 1 electron in the outermost orbit. So for that, what we do is we have one more way of drawing it, which we call it as the electron dot symbol. So अभी जैसे ये reaction दिया हुआ है ammonia का, okay? So let's see how that works, and oxygen is also given. So I'll just explain it to you, okay, in my language. अभी ये हम लोग ने सोडियम ड्रॉ किया. by the symbol method, if you do, what we can do is we just write Na, which is a symbol for sodium, and we put one circle over here. This one circle represents this one electron, the valence electron. इसका मतलब है इसका first orbit and second orbit already full है, last orbit में one electron. If you have to draw chlorine, now remember chlorine has 7 electrons in the outermost orbit, so we can draw 7 circles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Okay, this is known as a dot diagram. One dot is one electron in the outermost orbit. Okay, similarly, if you have to draw for hydrogen, remember hydrogen has 1 electron in the outermost orbit, oxygen has 6 electrons. अभी ये दोनों का रिएक्शन हो रहा है, समझ लो. Hydrogen is combining with oxygen to become H2O. पानी का. Of course, I'm not balancing it over here. Okay. Now, how do we draw this? Remember, hydrogen has 1 electron in the outermost orbit and oxygen has 6 electrons in the outermost orbit. So now let's try to draw it. Okay, how it works? It's very simple. So let's draw oxygen. Oxygen has 6 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 electrons in the outermost orbit. Now remember, oxygen wants to become stable, so it needs to have 8 electrons in the outermost orbit. Now what will happen is that this oxygen will react with say 1 atom of hydrogen. पहले एक atom से react करेगा. Now hydrogen has 1 electron. Now hydrogen के लिए I'm putting an X mark. Oxygen के लिए I'm putting a dot. Now what has happened is hydrogen and oxygen share 1 electron. So if you think about it, ये जो hydrogen है उसको तो 2 electrons मिल गया. So it is in a duplet state. तो ये hydrogen हो गया stable. It is sharing 1 pair of electrons, right? But oxygen को आप देखो तो oxygen has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 खुद के हैं and 1 electron from hydrogen. तो oxygen के पास तो अभी भी 7 electron ही है. So what will happen is one more hydrogen will combine on this side. Okay. Now if you think about it, ये जो hydrogen है उसके पास 2 electrons हो गए तो वो stable हो गया, इसके पास 2 हो गए तो ये stable हो गया. Now let's look what happens to our sodium, oxygen. This is our oxygen atom, right? उसके खुद के कितने हैं? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 electron from this one hydrogen and 1 electron from this hydrogen. So now oxygen also has 8 electrons. So oxygen is also stable. So this is the way we draw it. Okay, oxygen 6 dots. It combines with 1 hydrogen and 1 more hydrogen, and this becomes H2O. Okay, in your test you will be asked to draw all these kind of diagrams. Okay, H2O कैसे बनता है? Now again we are only drawing the outermost orbit, first orbit, second orbit जो भी है oxygen का, we are assuming it is full. Hydrogen का हम लोग ने ऐसे draw किया था. That means उसका outermost orbit में 1 electron है. Oxygen has 6 electrons. Okay, this is the same diagram what I think your book is using. Instead of water they are using ammonia. Okay, so let's try to do ammonia. Now remember nitrogen and hydrogen. Nitrogen, ammonia is basically NH3. Okay, let's draw one atom of nitrogen. Nitrogen has 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 electrons in the outermost orbit. It combines with 1 hydrogen over here. ये hydrogen stable हो गया. It combines with 1 more hydrogen over here. So ये hydrogen stable हो गया. It combines with 1 more hydrogen over here. So ये hydrogen stable हो गया. And if you think about it, now nitrogen has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 electrons. So nitrogen भी stable हो गया. So this becomes NH3. So we don't draw वो पूरे जो nitrogen का circle होता है, we don't draw all that. Okay, all we do is we just put this dot over here, which represents the valence electron. And this diagram is known as Lewis symbol, or we also call it as electron dot symbol. Everyone clear? Now the only thing is that you have to use a different sign. अभी hydrogen के लिए मैंने X mark use किया, nitrogen के लिए मैंने circle use किया. Now you can also use an empty circle like this. Okay, just to differentiate between two different atoms. It has to look different. अगर same look करोगे, आप दोनों को circle बना दोगे तो पता ही नहीं चलेगा ना किसका atom और किसका electron. So we try to use different symbols over here. That is all it is over here. Okay. Now if you think about it, you know इन लोग ने भी यही किया हुआ NH3. Okay. Everyone clear with that? So this kind of a structure when we draw, ये इतना tiring हो जाएगा ना, ये सब circle वर्कल draw करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. सीधा ही dot diagram से draw करो, in short पूरा खत्म हो जाएगा. Okay. So let's try to do a 1 or 2 examples over here. Let's just go through it. The first one is sodium chloride. I think I already showed you this, right? Sodium, remember, has only 1 electron in the outermost orbit, and chlorine has 7 electrons in the outermost orbit. So we'll just draw that. Okay, sodium has 1 electron in the outermost orbit. It reacts with chlorine, and chlorine has 7 electrons. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 electrons in the outermost orbit. When it reacts, it becomes NaCl. Now see, what will happen is sodium will give 1 electron to chlorine. So we just mark it by an arrow like this. Sodium is giving 1 electron to chlorine. If you see in your book, okay, sodium is giving 1 electron to chlorine and it becomes Na plus and Cl minus, or we write it as NaCl. तो ये इसमें क्या हो गया? This is a shorthand. We don't have to draw all those circles. Remember, अगर मैं पूरा draw करना बैठूंगा तो सोडियम का 1, 2, 2, 8, 1, क्लोरीन का हो जाएगा 2, 8, 7, and then there will be a transfer of electron from here to here, and after the reaction it becomes Na plus and Cl minus. Same ही चीज है, but here this is a short form. खाली एक dot करेंगे, that means the valence electron. Okay. Similarly, let's look at the next one, which is magnesium chloride. Okay. Now, what happens in magnesium chloride is a little bit interesting. ये हम लोग ने किया था last year. Mg plus Cl2 gives us MgCl2. First of all, let's try to understand. Magnesium has atomic number 12, mass number 24. Chlorine atomic number 17, mass number 35. So magnesium electronic configuration will be 2, 8, and 2. Chlorine electronic configuration will be 2, 8, and 7. Right? Now remember, this is Mg1 and this is Cl2. That means 1 atom of magnesium. But यहाँ पे Cl2 है. That means you'll have one more chlorine, 2, 8, and 7. See, we are counting the number of atoms. यहाँ पे 2 atom है ना? So I'm drawing atom number 1 and this is the atom number 2. Now magnesium has to lose 2 electrons. It will give 1 electron to this chlorine and it will give 1 electron to this chlorine. So what will happen is magnesium will become 2, 8 and it will become plus 2 or 2 plus. 2 electron दे दिए ना? And ये chlorine को क्या हो रहा है? Chlorine is only gaining 1 electron. So Cl will become Cl minus, only 1 minus. But 2 atom है, so it is considered as 2 minus, if you think about it. Okay, both the atoms will become 1 minus. Now the way we can draw it is similarly over here with our dot diagrams. Magnesium has 2 electrons in the outermost orbit. Again, I can put Mg. Two electrons in the outermost orbit plus. Now remember chlorine यहाँ पे, if you see there are 2 chlorines, Cl2 है ना? So we are drawing 2 chlorines over here. एक के नीचे एक draw करेंगे. Again, this is the first chlorine and उसके नीचे हम लोग will draw one more chlorine. This chlorine has 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. This chlorine will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. और यहाँ पे बीच में plus sign आएगा. I'm not having so much space over here. Okay. Now what will happen? 1 electron goes over here and 1 electron goes over here. So after reaction, you get Mg2 plus and Cl minus. लेकिन 2 atoms होंगे. which we write it as MgCl2. Okay, so this is a short form. वरना मेरे को पूरा ड्रॉ करना पड़ता है. You know, magnesium first orbit will have 2 electrons, second orbit will have 8 electrons, third orbit will have 2 electrons and all that. Okay, तो ये पूरा ड्रॉ ही नहीं करना है. The only thing we are worried about is the valence electrons. Everyone clear how to draw the dot diagram? ये आएगा टेस्ट में. Okay, this will come in your test. Okay, so this is what we have done so far. हम लोग ने ये तो कर लिया है. First of all, we have all understood about this chlorine, and the second thing is magnesium over here. Okay, everyone clear what happens? How magnesium becomes Mg2 plus? यहाँ पे Mg2 plus कैसे हो रहा है? और क्लोरीन का सोडियम का खाली Cl minus सोडियम का Na plus हो रहा था. What is the difference between Na plus and magnesium 2 plus? Trisha, what will be the difference between Na plus and Mg2 plus?
સર Mg2 પ્લસ માં એ 2 ઇલેક્ટ્રોન લૂઝ કરે છે વેલેન્સ ઇલેક્ટ્રોન
English.
Sir, in magnesium releases two valence electrons and chlorine gains that electrons.
Now what happens to sodium? See, the difference is sodium will lose 1 electron and it will become Na plus. Magnesium will lose 2 electrons and it will become Mg2 plus. Okay, everything is gained by chlorine, that we don't care about it. But the main difference, Na plus and Mg2 plus. Here there is a loss of 1 electron. Okay, there is only a loss of 1 electron. But in magnesium there is a loss of 2 electrons. Okay, तो यहाँ पे 2 क्लोरीन चाहिए, यहाँ पे एक ही क्लोरीन चाहिएगा. Right, क्लोरीन का तो सेम ही होने वाला है ना. See what happens in NaCl. Cl will gain 1 electron and it will become Cl minus. यहाँ पे भी होने वाला तो वही है. Cl will gain 1 electron and it will become Cl minus. लेकिन मैग्नीशियम के साथ 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन, 2 एटम्स है ना क्लोरीन के. So we can say Cl, एक और क्लोरीन होगा which will gain 1 more and it will become Cl minus. तो इन दोनों को अगर ऐड करो तो क्या हो जाएगा? 1 क्लोरीन प्लस 1 क्लोरीन. So this will become 2Cl plus 2 electrons. दोनों का ऐड किया and it will become 2Cl और चार्ज तो एक ही माइनस रहेगा. Everyone clear what we are saying? ये कैसे 2Cl हुआ? What's all clear?
Yes, sir.
Vansh, Swayam, Vanshika, you stop moving. Everything clear about this? ये थोड़ा थोड़ा नया कर रहे हैं. ख्याति, नमन, anybody has any doubts? Tanvi?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, so I guess we'll just stop over here. Is it becoming boring? कि मेरे को थोड़ा boring लग रहा है. मैं कब से बोल रहा हूँ, मेरे को ऐसा ही लग रहा है. मेरे को लग रहा है मैं सो जाऊंगा. आप लोग तो जाग रहे हो, मैं सो जाऊंगा.
सर थोड़ा बोरिंग है.
हाँ, ये थोड़ा ऑनलाइन में थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम वो हो जाता है कि we cannot talk about anything else. Because you know if every सबने unmute कर दिया, सब लोग साथ में बोलोगे तो पूरा खिचड़ी हो जाएगा. You know nobody will be able to hear anything.
સર એકને એક વસ્તુ વાંચીને બોર થઈ ગયું.
નવું આવ્યું ને હવે. Every year you will get little bit new. You know everything cannot be just નવું all the time. Okay, chalo then everyone. See you tomorrow. Okay, we'll continue with this chapter. And who's going to write the homework?
Sir,
Tanvi, आप ही लिख दो ना. Okay, Friday. Start preparing for Friday physics chapter 1 test. कल का तो जो है आपका वो है ही मैथमेटिक्स का टेस्ट जो भी है. Okay, so start preparing for mathematics test. Sorry, and tomorrow we'll continue with the same chapter. Okay. अभी थोड़ा एंटरटेनमेंट कुछ करना पड़ेगा वरना मेरे को लग रहा है सब ये सम्यक की आंखें तो खुली है, मुझे पता ही नहीं चल रहा है. देव तो शायद पबजी खेल रहा है. पता नहीं
सर
वत्सल
मेरी आंखें
सर कैमरा चालू है।
वत्सल भी धीरे धीरे नीचे जा रहे हैं बेड में। हाँ लंबे हो गए अभी, थोड़ी देर में हॉरिजॉन्टल हो जाएंगे। अभी वो you have to be a little bit active. This is a big disadvantage of online studies. We'll try to do something, कुछ थोड़ा करते हैं तो 5-10 मिनट टाइम पास हो तो we'll keep you all entertained. Okay,
एक एक पीडीएम।
हाँ
कहीं नहीं।
Okay, so Tanvi just message, start preparing for tomorrow's test. Okay, and ये भी कर ही देना कि Friday को physics की test है. Okay, and we'll continue with the same chapter and I will send you the YouTube link. Okay, everyone. Okay, chalo. Bye bye. Good night.
बाय सर
Bye,
बस।
sir.
Bye.